Hello! I'm Vanessa Rock, the girl on a bike. Right now I am driving, but it's okay because I'm on a dirt road right here going super slowly. That's how easy it is to put a phone on and off a Peak Design mount, by the way. 1 minute you're on, 1 minute you're off. Anyway, I am in Lauder in Scotland, and this is going to be one serious adventure. The Scottish summer hill climb. It is incredibly bumpy right now. Woo-hoo-hoo. Let's do this, Scotland. Yeah, the race is at Thurstdale Castle. You can't really see it, but it's in through those trees. Pretty magnificent. Now the bivouac is going to be here. The bowler team have a massive amount of experience of desert life as well. So John Colborne, who is currently driving that monster into the bivouac, has been to the desert a million times over, multiple Dakar finishings, and we're going to show you what it takes and how long it takes to turn this into something magnificent. Let's do it. Buddy, the bivouac is all set up. We are going for a little drive because like a month has passed, 6 weeks has passed since I was still in him, and you've got to check that the seat's in the right place, or my harnesses and everything in the right place. And I also need to show you the castle, and I literally mean castle, that this event, this is the Scottish Summer Hill Rally, is based at. And if we look that way right now, it is incredible. Screeneering is complete. That was successful. I've now got all my kit going back, and Big Boy is staying in Park Ferme overnight. It's officially time to do a Scottish rally. It's the evening of the night before, and bivouac life is buzzing right now. So Bowlers have catering on site. Yo! Can I have everything?
Everything.
Oh. Actually, look, yeah, just a little bit of everything. Oh, now I sound like a monster.
That's all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a monster. A little bit of everything. Yes, this guy always looks after me.
Up to the table behind.
Oh, look at this.
Be a gangster.
Race day morning. I'm just leaving my hotel. Certainly more comfortable than a tent in the bivouac, but I think I could quite enjoy being in a car and a tent in the bivouac. Yeah, heading to the racetrack.
Work with it as well and look after the car. You'll have a better race.
I am all kitted up, ready to go. Today is going to be a massive learning day. I'm basically in sponge mode, which is kind of how I go through my whole life. Just try and learn and absorb anything you can from anyone at any point, at any time, in any situation. Today's completely new terrain. It's going to be a lot more technical. This isn't a rally, this is a hill climb. There's going to be grass that's slippery, it's icy, and the car's going to handle completely differently. But I've done a load of testing and adjusted the suspension, and that's going to enable us to hit harder lumps at a bit more speed, but it does come at a completely different feel to the car. We're also changing the braking bias to 90% onto the rear, and that's going to give a better braking scenario in these conditions, but again, the car's going to feel completely different. Go into it like a sponge, Vanessa. I'm here to learn and absorb, build confidence. What's next? Okay, I'm going to grab myself a cup of coffee, and then we will go to event briefing, and we have a start time. 15 minutes before that, we'll get our road book. We can get into our car, which is in Park Ferme. We'll get in, get the cameras on, settle ourselves, strap our harnesses, all of that, and then at 10:25 off the line. Whoop, whoop. train, the car is set up a little bit differently from the last time I was in him. We've changed the suspension setup and the braking bias. That in itself is going to make the car feel very different, but more appropriate the terrain that we're going to be hitting today. So I've just got to settle in the car, get used to the different conditions, such as just being on grass, completely different to gravel, and take it as it comes. And my biggest goal is to make the finish line, not make friends of any trees or any ditches, and just enjoy it. It's a beautiful sunny day in Scotland. Road booked here. Buddy started straight up. A couple of the cars have had flat batteries in the Parc Fermé overnight. Thankfully, Big Buddy and the Bowler haven't let me down. It's time to climb on in. There's Chris. He is my co-pilot navigator. And we're gonna get in the car. Okay, right, helmet's gonna go in the middle. I've got my sunglasses, I've got my gloves, I've got my balaclava, another pair of sunglasses. Why have I bought 2 pairs of sunglasses? I'm not cool enough to need 2 pairs. Right, I think I'm gonna take my gloves off. We've got the road liaison first, and it is rather warm today. So let's get that air conditioning going. Full power air conditioning, please, Mr. Rally Car. Climbing in. There we go. Into the wagon, seat belts, got the 5-point harness for safety, of course, full rally mode. Starting to feel a bit nervous, but it's a very nice feeling going into something as a team on a motorcycle. And if you've seen some of my desert rallies and racing, you're doing all of this on your own, and it's very nice. We're at the start line. We're in the bivouacs, there's people everywhere. Got a wave. Hit it up. We're at the start of the first special stage. We have done the first 2 specials. That was like bonkers. So the very beginning of the first one was proper grass, off camber, hairpins, and I was like, I'm gonna roll! Really, really intimidating. I think I lost a good 15 seconds maybe, being a bit more cautious than I needed to be. But being more cautious meant I didn't roll it. So I'm gonna just build confidence from that. It was then went into some really tricky stuff. There was some proper tree stumps, rocks, walls, tight gateways, all kind of stuff. There was one bit where I didn't quite make it round these tree stumps, had to do a tiny little bit of a reverse and then out. So hopefully next time I'll get that right and we'll gain a good few seconds. But overall came 18th on that stage. So still pretty pleased, but can see massive areas where I can progress when we do that special again. We then went into the next special, which was a little bit more flowy and open, and there were some big whoops and compressions and jumps and things like that. One set of whoops might have had a little bit of a sporty moment.
Scared me.
It was all good. We just did bounce quite a lot, but the car took it. But I don't think the car would want to take that all weekend. So I'll go a little bit slower when we hit that bit next time. Otherwise, I think that went really well. Absolutely buzzing. We've got a quick service stop now. Grab something to eat, carry on going. Anything you want to add?
Yeah, first field was slightly cautious, but once she got into it, she really pushed on and got used to the bumps and the rough stuff. First stage was nice and under control, and then the second stage, she scared me fair in 2 places.
We jumped into a little bit of like a bomb hole, and I kind of just went, it'll be fine. And it was fine.
Yeah,
it was fine.
Yeah. And when we were chipping across those tops of those ruts, it got a bit hairy there at one point, but under control. It was good. It was good.
So much fun. Whoop, whoop. There's been a bit of an incident on the track at the flying finish at the end of Special Stage 3, so the whole race has paused, red flags are up, we're next off the line, but for now we're just waiting for any news. The medical teams have been sent, so I'm really hoping that they are okay. We're in a pretty incredible rural location here in Scotland, so there's worse places to be. Oh, there's Chris having a pee. And we'll wait for news, and the lovely marshals will tell us when it's time to harness, kit, helmet, glove back up, and that is where the start line is. The start of about 5.5 stage. Now, 5.5 mile stage will sound really small. One of the other stages was only like 2.5 or 3 miles, but the terrain in these hill rallies is a lot more technical, so it keeps you on your toes. Special Stage 1 this morning, 40 seconds off the time, and it felt so good, like totally in control. Just, oh, it's like dancing with the devil. We are just about to go into the next special. Chris, navigator, is climbing around like a monkey on the bonnet. Not sure what he's looking at. I think he's peering into the wiper fluid. I don't know, I'm strapped in, so I've decided not to get out because it actually is quite a mission getting in and out of these seats. Particularly with my hip. Chris, what is Chris reporting? Chris, what have you found?
I thought we had a little bit of water leak, but it hasn't. It's
we haven't.
Screen wash overflow.
Screen wash fluid, okay.
Radiator.
Woo! We had a panic, but there is no panic. Regrouping, we've got a little bit of an issue with our tyre. So that right there, don't know if you can see it all that easily, is a flat tyre. It didn't happen on stage though, so it's only, it's not issued us as such. I actually think we got it coming across the field right here because I can now feel how heavy the steering is, but it hasn't been heavy through the rest of the time, so not sure when it happened, but the bowler guys will get it fixed and we'll be all good. We'll crack on over the next start line. Guys, straight on it. That is a fresh bit of rubber going on. And I'm gonna go over here and get myself a cup of tea while they break their back for me. Back in, and stage 3 shook me up a little bit. There were quite a few moments in the route where I didn't get it wrong, but I could tell that if I had like 5 miles an hour or whatever faster, it was one of those places that could have spit you out. Like it put you up, tossed you, and then it was cross camber with nothingness and trees, and I just had a little bit of a wobble of confidence, and then it knocked me off my mojo. Stage 4, I got it back again and it felt really smooth. The car's handling really, really well. You can definitely tell that the suspension can take the bumps more, which is part of the development and training they did in the last few days to prepare for this rally. So it feels like the car's made for what we're going through. But the tight gateways are just so tight, and some of the right angle corners they're putting you through with like logs and tree stumps and brick walls, they feel really, really tight, and you're trying to like slam brake into them and stuff. But absolutely amazing. I'm really buzzing. The fact that we're only halfway through the day, awesome. So we've basically got a repeat of this morning. So the first 2 stages, then a quick service break, and then the final 2 stages. So we've got 4 more to go. Gonna get some lunch now. We've got the amazing Feast Street food in the bivouac. My tummy's rumbling a little bit. Take on some water because it is warm here in Scotland. And just try and keep car on the track, rubber side down, finish line. Okay, we are back on the start line in the afternoon. It's pretty cool. We've got a load of cows out here. Look at the size in the open window of that bull. He has massive kahunas. He'd probably do really well in a rally car with those kahunas. Well, he wouldn't need the rally car, he'd just bulldoze it. We're at the start. We're getting strapped in. Absolutely on fire, buzzing right now. That was so good. I just felt like I was completely in control. The car was going exactly where I wanted him to go. I've really got the hang of the gear shifter, using the paddle on the steering wheel now. Chris and I kind of totally meshed as a team, and that just felt amazing. I think one of those specials, we knocked nearly a minute off our time from when we did it this morning. Absolutely. Just amazing. We are midway through the event and I've just had a cheeky look at the online live results, and I'm currently sitting 10th overall against all of the cars here and first in class in the Defender Challenge, which just blows my mind. I've been feeling really solid in the car, confidence is growing, but this is only my 7th day in a car ever. I'm completely new to this, and it's down to the fact that I've gone through the Bowler Customer Experience Training Program and they've taken me from the ground and building this epic rally foundation. It's not the finish line yet, so I'm not making any claims, but right now it's feeling solid. We've got everything to go for tomorrow. Okay, it is race 2 morning. I'm just getting dressed in the hotel room. Now, yesterday I definitely built some confidence with the car, the speed, and still can't quite believe I'm 10th overall. That's against all the rally cars, but I'm first in the Defender class, and there are 8 cars. There are a couple of guys who are on the B2 of Bowler, so they've got quite a bit of experience. The key thing to mention though is that with the Defender class of Bowler, it's a level playing field. Everybody is in an exact car. So when you're out there and I'm saying I'm 10th overall, I am racing cars that are considerably more expensive and have had thousands of pounds put in it. And because Dave put 20 grand here and Bob put pretty grand hair. The cars aren't even, so it's not all down to just the driver. Like, there's a performance difference, whereas in the Defenders, the car is like kind of regulated by Bowler to make it a fair competition. You can't just come in and be like, well, I'll throw a shed load more money at my car and then I'll win because I've got that advantage. It's all down to the driver, and that makes me feel really, really good. Right, I need to carry on getting dressed or I'm going to be late to race. There is absolutely no counting of any chickens at this point. I could still mess up big time, but I know that so far I am gonna just try and keep doing what I'm doing. Arrived in the bivouac. That there, someone didn't have a good day yesterday. I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure that is not us today. So walking into the bivouac, all the cars are in Perk Ferme. There's a big loud generator. The Bowler team have the grill going already, so this is where we're heading straight away. Morning! Hello, hello, hello. This is my favourite man here, because obviously I have my priorities. But don't tell everyone else, because everyone's my favourite. Back in the car, day 2. Whoop, whoop. It actually moves when he hits the horn. Amazing. We got a little monster here. Woo! This is to give you an idea of some of the cars that we are racing against. We've obviously got another Bowler over here. We've got a little Ford. We've got a Bowler Landy. Side-by-sides. Full mix of different rally cars. We are getting close-ish to the start line, so I better get kit back up. We just hammered through that stage. It felt amazing. Proper compressions. Me and the other 2 top bowlers are all within 3 seconds of each other on times on that, and it just shows how we are pushing the cars. Absolutely incredible. Next stage is here. We're at the start line. You can see them disappearing off and then going up into the trees. This is the really tight one with loads of tree stumps, so I've got to properly pick my way through. Chris's will be eyes and we'll be finding our route. Are we okay?
Yeah.
Now, was that a stump?
No, you dug into the root.
I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
Okay.
You need fire, police or ambulance?
No, we're off good.
It's done by accident, yes?
Oh, what do we do? Do we hit okay?
Don't worry about
Sorry,
it.
can I just confirm you don't need fire, police or ambulance?
We're fine, we're clear.
Fine.
Say what I'm saying now, thank you.
This is... Oh, shit. I've totally messed up. Oh, we weren't even going that quick then, were we? Vanessa. Oh, right, I'm getting out. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm so sorry.
Let's get into there.
No, I'm such an idiot. What did it even dig into? Shit. Do you think we can push it over?
No, I don't think so.
Right.
I'll have to.
This guy gonna pull us out? Well.
Yeah, car coming.
Okay, car's coming. Okay, I'm gonna stand up next to you and then lower the door down. Door's lower down. Oh man, oh, is that the next car on the track?
Yeah.
That's a bit unfair.
It's exhausting.
Is there any way we'd rock it? Can you? Is there any way we'd rock it back over?
No, but we'll.
Hang on, look, can I get off first? Such an idiot! I don't even know how that happened. Was it that tree stump? Dave Marsh, I'm so sorry. I've completely failed you. I feel like we were going super steady around there as well. Right, I'm going back in. Your clip. Okay, so the phone is no longer in there.
My phone in the door. My phone's there. Is that my bag?
Where's your bag? Oh, up there. That's one phone. Oh yeah. Right, all of the SD cards. Everything's fallen out of that. I don't know how. I need to try and hunt for my phone. Hey Siri. It's on Do Not Disturb, so it's not going to talk to me, is it?
Where did you get it?
It was in the car door.
Outside.
I found an SD card case. I reached it. Okay, well, there's another case of SD cards somewhere in there. Got a phone. If anyone calls me Christina, I will flip out.
Okay, I'm going to reverse back before we do that. I'm too close, so just slide. Just reverse back.
Rescue truck's here, he's going to pull us over.
Let the hand take off.
Oh my, moment of truth.
Right.
Wow, you are an... Okay. Hasn't even smashed the wing mirror. The wing mirror's not even smashed. How? You're a tank, big boy. Checking the oil to make sure the oil in the engine has settled correctly before we're going to start him up. I'm going to get back in the car. Thank you so much for the help.
No, that's okay. Just hang here to make sure you get off okay.
Thank you, I really appreciate that.
Yeah, you did well. Nice shot.
We are on the way back into service. Amazingly, there seems to be zero damage to the car. Not even a wing mirror is smashed. Mind blowing. I am feeling really disappointed in myself. Oh, you have the jackfruit.
I've got jackfruit.
Oh, but it's sauce. No, pork, please.
Pork. Do you want that with stuffing and gravy like Sunday dinner?
Yes, please.
It is
Whatever
Sunday.
your recommendation is.
It is
Half
Sunday.
the chips, though.
Okay.
We are having Sunday dinner in the bivouac. Woo! is a Sunday dinner upgraded. That's how you refuel. Just been doing a bit of a debrief on what happened earlier, and I've kind of reached the point where I've processed it now. I'm no longer angry at myself, and instead it's just a big learning curve. Still in the game, no one was hurt, big boys all good, and apparently the most exciting bit is that I've earned my stripes. Apparently every rally driver at some point has to go plonk, and then you get stripes. I don't know where the stripes are meant to go, like whether I put them on my cheeks or I'll have to find that out, but I've earned them apparently. Cheers to that. Woohoo! Stage. This, I'm not going to say it's my nemesis one because I absolutely loved this special yesterday, but just over there in that bracken is where big buddy Chris and Vanessa decided to have a mid-special stage nap. We're not going to do that again this time, are we, big boy? No, we're not. No, we're not. We're going to pull 5% off, bring it home safe. Okay, so we've just finished the final stage. It is the moment of truth. We're not at all competitive at all. We don't look at the times after every special at all. No. But, oh, hang on, maybe we should keep category for a surprise for when we get to the prize giving section, find out where we came. Have some suspense. So we don't know where we are in the Defender class, but where are we in the rally? 14th overall. That's, I'm pretty chuffed with that. Yeah. Considering we had a nap. Woohoo! So we just got the road liaison home. Then we'll do prize giving, I guess, and we'll find out where we came out of 8 cars. Stay tuned. Okay, 8 Pilot Defenders have successfully finished the rally. I'm going to show you some of the damage. So we've got a love belly mark under there, where it took a little bit of a slam. But when 2.5 ton goes down and you just get a dent belly, can't really complain. Over here we have, I think it was a tree cuddle, where the back end swung round into a tree. Big Buddy, of course, has a slightly wobbly wing mirror from our little lie down, so there's some speed tape, aka duct tape, on there. And then over here, number 14 hit a wall or a post. Quite a bit of damage there. You get the idea. We've had a pretty sporty weekend all round. There's a whole row of them, there's 8 of them. We don't need to go through all of it. But the main thing is all drivers, all pilots, navigators, crew have had the most phenomenal weekend. We've been out here competing against the likes of lots of different rally cars, like one here, and we've just had an absolute blast. Now it's time for prize giving, so I'm going to get out of my Power Ranger outfit. Woo! roller coaster of a weekend, partly because I actually went like this in my chair while we had a little bit of a nap, but thankfully he's a beast. Very, very limited damage. I think duct tape solves the world. But the most important thing right now is the fact that somehow managed to get onto the podium and third of 8 defenders out there. And it just comes down to the training, the guidance, the support with Chris, my navigator, really working on the confidence. The little bit of the roll, definitely not my confidence, and just build it back up. Really chuffed to come 3rd overall in bowler category and 14th in the overall rally, and it just shows the capability of this absolute monster. Totally different rally conditions to the last round. The next round is going to be different again. This car doesn't cease to impress me, and it's absolutely building my 4-wheel rally experience, and I'm buzzing. Woo!